You look like everything is going well, but I know for real there's some stuff you're dealing with. I know you smiling, but before you got here, you probably was crying or fussing. You was upset. But thank God you made it here. And since you're here, God has a word for you. 1 Samuel chapter number 15. And I want to read 3 verses there. And then I want to go to the book of Exodus, chapter number 17. If you have it, indicate by saying I have it. 1 Samuel 15 and verse 1 says, "And Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel." I need a little bit of volume on the stage. "Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of his word, voice of the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how that he laid wait for him in the valley. He laid wait for him in the valley." Notice now, when he came up from Egypt. "Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass." I want you to turn over now into the book of Exodus, or turn backwards rather. I should have read that one first. Exodus chapter number 17. And I want you to look at verse number 5. If you have it, indicate by saying I have it. "And the Lord said unto Moses, Go on before the people and take with thee the rod, take with thee of the elders." I'm still getting the ring. I need some right here. Just right here in this section here. Would you give me a little bit of volume, please? He says in verse 5, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Go on before the people and take with thee of the elders of Israel and thy rod, which thou smotest the river, take in thy hand and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel." I want to drop down verse 8. "Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said unto Joshua, Choose out men and go and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the rock, top of the hill, with the rod of God in mine hand. So Joshua did as Moses said unto him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hands, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy. They took of a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereupon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up, or held up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady till the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in the book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. For he said, Because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So far the reading of the text. I want to talk from the subject, you will be attacked when you're coming out. Look at somebody and say, you will be attacked when you are coming out. You will be attacked. In case some of you are not aware of this, if you are on the Lord's side, you and I are in spiritual warfare. Some people think when they get saved that life is going to become a little bit easier. And they will soon discover, whenever they decide to walk with the Lord, they will discover that battles and negative things will happen in their life. But the Bible teaches us in the book of 1 Peter chapter number 4 and verse 12, it says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials which are to try you, to test you, to prove you, to examine you and see if you are just walking with God simply because times are good right now." It's easy to walk with God when everything is going well. Money is flowing, everybody's patting you on the back, just got a promotion on your job, just got married, you just got a new car, a new house. Everything is just flowing. Everything you touch seems like it just turns to gold. Easy to walk with God and to testify on the mountain, "I will let nothing separate me from the love of God." It's easy to testify and to declare on the mountain that I'm in love with Jesus. And every day with Jesus is sweeter than the day before. It's very easy to have that kind of a testimony when everything is sunshiny in your life. But when you read the whole Bible, see, we like to read the Bible in just sections, and we like to read the good sections. The Lord is going to bless my going in. The Lord is going to bless my coming out. The Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. You shall be above only and not beneath. But that's not the whole Bible. There is a part or a section in the Bible that says, "All they that live godly shall suffer persecution. Arm yourself likewise with the same mind." They hated Jesus without a cause. And Jesus said, if they hated me, and I was the Son of God who never did anything wrong, guess what? You're going to have a couple of haters. Maybe you haven't discovered them yet, but just stick around. They will eventually surface. You're going to get a revelation after a while that everybody don't want to see you blessed. Everybody don't want to see you prosper. As a matter of fact, Jesus says a man's enemies are going to be them of his own household. You don't believe me? Ask Joseph. Everybody, them brothers wasn't happy because God was going to promote Joseph and put him in this elevated position where they were going to be bowing down to him. They were not happy for Joseph. When Joseph told them, I saw y'all bowing down before me, they immediately got an attitude and said, who in the world does he think he is?